Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors. Honor guard, post colors. Please remain standing for a salute to our AFD military veterans. Representing the United States Army, Firefighter Paramedic Sean Norton, Firefighter Paramedic Shane Jubert, Firefighter EMT Pat Nolan. Representing the United States Marine Corps, Captain Paramedic Steve Brennick, Lieutenant Paramedic Greg Nunes, Firefighter Dan Pouliot, Firefighter EMT Skip Pion, Firefighter Austin Tapley, Lieutenant Paramedic Rick Denzer. From the United States Navy, Firefighter Paramedic Matt Ethier, Firefighter Paramedic Sean Laporte, Firefighter EMT Mitch Cameron, and Firefighter Paramedic Haley Coleman. And last but not least, from the United States Air Force, Firefighter Paul Jakes, Firefighter Paramedic Justin Jackson, Firefighter Paramedic Pete Kalenda. We're honored to recognize the following members who are currently enlisted in the armed forces. We want to thank you for serving both our community and our nation with pride. United States Army Staff Sergeant Sean Winborn. United States Army Staff Sergeant Kelsey Gardner. And United States Army Specialist Jonathan Melanson, who is currently deployed to the Balkan region of southeastern Europe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we continue to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's performance will be sung by Attleboro High School sophomore and member of the select choir, Bella Kwak.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for Bella Kwak. Bella, thank you for that powerful and heartfelt performance. That sets the perfect tone for tonight's ceremony. Before we begin tonight's celebration of service and bravery, let us take a moment to reflect and give thanks. We're honored to be joined by Reverend James Tilbe, a devoted supporter of first responders and especially of firefighters. He serves as a member of the Massachusetts Corps of Fire Chaplains, also in the pivotal role of peer support on the Bristol-Plymouth Critical Incident Team, which I'm fortunate enough to see firsthand each time we're requested. And probably the role that he's most proud of, Department Chaplain and Call Firefighter for the town of Raynham. Please join me in welcoming Reverend Jim Tilbe as he offers tonight's invocation.
Thank you for inviting me this evening. I'll ask you to join me in a moment of prayer. We have gathered this night, O God, to celebrate and honor the firefighters of the city of Attleboro, who serve this city so well and have served communities around, reaching out in times of perilous need. We thank you for those who have gone before us, who have shared lessons, taught us well, and led us along the way. We are thankful for firefighters of today and for new firefighters just coming on to the job. We ask your blessing upon all of us this evening, now and always. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Tilbe. You may now take your seats. Good evening and welcome, everyone. We're here tonight to celebrate some of the finest firefighters in our department. It's an immense honor for me to introduce the man who will be guiding us through this evening's ceremony. He's someone who has been a formidable force for good, and a guiding presence in my as well as many other careers. From the start of my career assigned to the D shift, then Captain Perkins set a high bar, to say the least. His commitment to excellence was unwavering, and while it pushed us all, it also prepared us for any challenge we could face. Years later, and I was our shift commander, his leadership evolved and so did our respect for him. He grew not just in rank, but in his ability to inspire and lead our department into the future. He leaves a legacy of courage, discipline, and a deep, genuine desire to see every firefighter at their very best and at their maximum potential. It is truly an honor and privilege to have him lead us tonight. Please give a warm welcome to your Master of Ceremonies Assistant Chief, Dennis Perkins.
I guess you got to turn this on for it to work. Thank you, Justin. And we all know nobody liked the discipline. I got to walk away from the mic for just a minute and walk to the center of the stage. In case you guys haven't noticed, these kids in the front dressed in the bucket yet, they belong to me and they trained as hard as I asked you guys to. We waited 10 years for this. Here we are. Let's get to it. This is where it all starts. The probationary firefighter. And this is where it takes us. I'd like to tell you that it ends, but it doesn't end. We might retire, but we are definitely firefighters when we're active and when we're tired. If you watched any of that video, you would have seen in the opening remarks of how it was fully involved. That night, as we get out of bed, an off-duty retired firefighter met us on the front of that lawn and helped us pull 4-inch line. That's kind of what we're all about. Justin, I know I promised you I wouldn't come off script, but I'll get back on right now. Bella, Reverend, thank you. That helmet is a representation of everything that we are. It really is a silent history of where we begin and where our career takes us. It symbolizes everything that we've ever been through. It's really at the core of what every firefighter is all about. It's excellence, it's bravery. We give it to you when you're a probationary fire, and then we look at it at the end of your career and we say, hey, these are the scars that keep us up at night. Our story begins when we take our oath to serve and protect. It really never ends. Once you're in the job, once you're in the brotherhood, you're in the brotherhood. It never really ends. We assemble here this evening to honor those entering service, those who have served, those that are advancing in their careers, and those who have executed their duties above and beyond the call of duty. They represent the living history of the men and women who will one day be remembered as the good Jakes. And maybe not everybody in this room knows what a good Jake is, but every guy, every member of this department strives to be a good Jake. It is the ultimate in compliments. The Attleboro Fire Department, as we stand here today, embraces excellence. We've achieved a cultural transformation that rejects complacency. We are well funded. We are supported by a chief and a mayor and a city council that puts public safety first all the time. And those are not just words. We are where we are because it was a collaborative effort. Most of you guys standing in the back remember that there were times that were pretty dark for us. And not one of us gave up. What we learned was what we didn't want to be, but reinforced what we wanted to be. And the person that never really took their eye off that prize, even when he was being criticized and even when he was up against unsurmountable odds, kept his eye on that prize, and we're here today. I'd like to introduce the Chief of the Department, the man that brought us, that achieved the cultural transformation, and he can tell his story about his men. Chief?
Well, thank you. Good evening, everybody. I think you can obviously see why Dennis was recently promoted to Assistant Chief. He's actually technically now, the correct term is Deputy Chief of Operations. I have to go off script because he stole all of my thunder with what he just said, so I have to go off script a little bit. But it's easy when you're passionate about something, and Dennis and I talk a lot. Now that he's been promoted, we have a lot of similar goals and ideas for the department. When he did get promoted, there was a big learning curve of reality versus how we want it to be. And it's refreshing because sometimes, I've been the chief, I'm in my 16th year. Sometimes it's nice to get a dose of, well, the heck with reality. How about, what we'd like it to be? So we go back and forth quite a bit. We have a lot of heartfelt conversations about how we can do things. His promotion actually completes something that we did, I believe it was 2012 or 2013, the Fire Department Reorganizational Plan. If you have any interest, if you wanted to look, it's on the city's website, it's on the Fire Department website. It was one of the first things that we did when I became chief. There were some obvious flaws in the command structure in the department. We had some things that really weren't able to work well. And we did a massive change in how we operate and how our structure was set up. And while I like to, a lot of people want to give me the credit for it, it really wasn't me. Frequently you'll hear people refer to the fire department, and I believe the deputy might have, he refers to the firefighters as my men and women. Many people refer to the fire department as my department. It's not my department, it's our department. And when I look at all the firefighters standing out there, that's the truth. It's their department, it's all ours, it's all of yours, it's all of the city's. I just have the privilege of being the chief. I am super fortunate to have really high caliber people that every day come in and make me doing my job. I'm not gonna say easy, it's not easy, but they make it enjoyable. They make it bearable during the difficult times. Something that the deputy had talked about, some dark times for us, is actually something I did want to just discuss briefly. That actually is something that I had prepared because I think it's important for everybody to remember this. Years ago, we used to do ceremonies like this, although a smaller scale, at City Hall every 2 to 3 years when we would have enough promotions and or hires, new hires. And COVID-19 stopped that. It was the December of 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic changed all of that. If you remember, federal, state, and local regulations began limiting gatherings in public and even private spaces, something we had never seen before. We were faced with things like social distancing, face coverings, masks. Quarantines became the normal for the fire department. Most of the city buildings were closed. A lot of city employees were working from home, but the fire department operations continued during those times. If you look in the back, it's all of the men and women of the fire department worked under extremely challenging conditions during COVID-19. Firefighters and dispatchers faced regular involuntary quarantines of 10 days as a result of their exposure to COVID-19 in the course of their duties. Many firefighters were forced to work 72 hours or more consecutive just to maintain fire department operations. It became the way of life for them. They knew they weren't going home the next day. It was just common. Many firefighters became very ill. Some were hospitalized and are fortunate that they've actually recovered and that they're doing well. At one point during the pandemic, 1/3 of the fire department tested positive for COVID-19. That was a very challenging time for the whole department, for all of us personally, and I would be lying if I didn't say that firefighters were scared. We all, people like to think that the firefighters don't get scared, but that scared a lot of us. We were all of a sudden afraid, are we bringing this home? In the beginning, nobody really knew what COVID was. It was really a dark, dark time for us. And on a daily basis, the firefighters and the dispatchers had to manage that fear and come to work while still worrying about bringing that home to their families. But the men and the women of the Attleboro Fire Department remained steadfast in their unwavering commitment to protect and serve the community of Attleboro. Every fire station remained open during that pandemic. Every piece of apparatus was fully staffed and ready to respond at all times. We have not had a formal ceremony like this since the pandemic began in late 2019. So tonight, we are officially restoring this practice as we recognize more than 60 firefighters who have been hired or promoted since the pandemic. And we're also recognizing numerous firefighters and dispatchers who are being recognized for their valor, courage, and performance of their duties. On behalf of all of the men and women of the Attleboro Fire Department who share the privilege to serve the community, I thank you all for taking the time to be here this evening and sharing the night with us as we recognize all of our fellow firefighters. A little bit too late, but at least we're doing it, and I'm grateful that you're all here to share it with us. Thank you.
And it might be our fire department. You did do all that stuff, though. Just saying. Our mayor really doesn't really need an introduction, but I just have a few words to say about her. 30-something years, and I have never seen a mayor show up to a fire. She shows up to everything for us. She supports us. She never looks for the limelight. She knows our families, our kids, our grandkids, and she knows our stories. I appreciate that, and I'm sure the members of the Attleboro Fire Department in this community appreciate it. I personally, and I'm sure everybody that works in this fire department, looks forward to spending the rest of their career, as long as you're mayor anyway, working with you. The Honorable Mayor Cathleen DeSimone.
Wow. Thank you, Dennis. That was very, very kind and generous. It is indeed my honor to be here with the Attleboro Fire Department and their families and friends and supporters. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to the first, or perhaps better, the restored Attleboro Fire Department Awards and Recognition Night. I want to do this every year, and I want to fill this auditorium before I leave office, Chief. I think the department and you all deserve that. Folks, this is going to be a great night, and I'm happy to see so many people here to honor our firefighters. In particular, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the family and friends of our firefighters. I recognize the immense pride that you must feel for their achievements, and I have no doubt at all, that your unwavering in love and support has helped them bring them to this moment tonight. To the Attleboro Fire Department staff in the back, and those of you in the front here, please know that as a resident, as a parent, as a mayor, as a citizen, I appreciate and respect each and every one of you and the great work you do for our city every day. This evening is a testament to the fire department's triumphs and to those moments where our firefighters bravely risked everything to safeguard the lives of Attleboro residents, and I offer my sincere appreciation to the department. In particular, to my friend and someone I hold in very high regard, Chief Scott LaChance, to Deputy Chief Dennis Perkins, and to Firefighter Justin Jackson, Vice President of the Professional Firefighters of Attleboro Local 848, who worked so hard to put this evening together. Can we just give them a round of applause, please? Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Folks, this evening you're going to hear stories of bravery and courage, stories that are inspiring and moving, and stories that most importantly are real and true. Stories involving a 2-month-old baby in cardiac arrest, of extricating people trapped in burning and heavily damaged vehicles, stories of rescuing a disabled person from a burning apartment, and other stories of extraordinary duty and dedication. But make no mistake, folks, while these stories are exceptional, every single day, the staff of the Attleboro Fire Department respond to calls of all kinds to help residents all over the city get through a wide variety of dangers and other issues, large and small. But I know firsthand for a fact that each and every call is important, and each is handled with professionalism, great skill, and much care. For these reasons and more, I say to each and every firefighter here tonight, to those being recognized for meritorious conduct, to those recently promoted or sworn in, and those who have been on duty for many years, thank you for your service to the city. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your bravery. And thank you for going above and beyond every single day for the residents of our fine city. Thank you very much all. Congratulations.
We're going to be reading the list of the newly certified paramedics. The city emergency medical services are operated under the command and direction of District Chief Stephen Stalakis. The city responds to over 9,000 calls for service each year. They provide advanced life support to the sick and injured, emergent interfacility transports, and engage in health risk reduction programs. EMS providers impact the community at every level. Paramedics are at the core of the programs. Attleboro firefighters attend an intensive year-long paramedic program, logging many didactic and clinical hours to achieve their paramedic certifications. They attend on their own time. They are some of the most motivated and committed people in service. To introduce the department's most recently certified paramedics, District Chief Stephen Stalakis. If you could come forward.
Right. Firefighter paramedic Haley Brogan. Firefighter paramedic Ryan Elliott. Firefighter paramedic Jacob Hardy. Firefighter paramedic Shane Jubert. I don't believe Shane is with us tonight. Firefighter paramedic Sean Norton. Firefighter paramedic Dylan Rose. And firefighter paramedic Travis Tangley.
That's it. For the record, Travis was here. He did get all his paperwork signed. He got a call. Next, we'd like to introduce our newest probationary firefighters. The probationary firefighter, more affectionately known as the boot. You get every job that no one wants. You shop, you cook, you clean, and you never get to eat on time. These are the best times of your life. Enjoy every moment of them. I'll now read the roll call for the probationary fighters being sworn in today. Yeah. Right here would be great. Nicholas Cass. Michael Cronin, John Gothier, DeAndre Gomes, Tyler Horseman, Robert Mershman. If there's family members that would like to be up here for the oath, just come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you up. Okay, yeah, we're all set.
John Gothier.
Having been appointed Firefighter for the city of Attleboro. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I
John Gothier.
do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitution and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I
John Gothier.
do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well done.
For the record, I screwed up the name 3 times when I was sworn in. Firefighters and company officers are the members whose execution wins the day. You guys are you're more important than fire apparatus, equipment, or chief officers. You're what makes us very successful. We're going to call the roll of the firefighters. We're going to do it in 3 groups because there's kind of a lot of them. In group 1, as I state your name, please come forward. Charles Banyan, Kelly Buckley, Mitchell Cameron, Jeffrey Caprero, Haley Coleman, Al Costa, Colton Davis, James Devine, Aiden Diggin, Ryan Elliott, Matthew Ethia, Jeremiah Fowler. Family or friends that are participating in a pinning ceremony, if you'd like to come forward, come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you forward.
Having been appointed a firefighter for the city of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the United States Constitution. I do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Group 2. Paul Freyd, Kelsey Gardner, Michael Gould, Evan Haggerty, Corey Hamill, Jacob Hardy, Ryan Holsky, Zach Hooper, Timothy Horton, Shane Jubert, Sean Laporte, Eric Marchowski. Family and friends that might be participating in the pinning, come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand. After I say the word "I," you're going to state your names one at a time. Everything else will be repeated in unison. Okay? I,
Paul Freyd,
having been appointed as a firefighter for the city of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Gentlemen, congratulations.
For Group 3, Michael Maha, Jonathan Melanson, Patrick Nolan, Sean Norton, Jay Patel, Dylan Rose, Anthony Rossello, Travis Tangway, Nicholas Walker, Sean Winborn, Sean Wyman. Just a note as they're coming up, Jonathan Melanson is deployed currently, and both Walker brothers just had babies. Congratulations to them. Family wishing to participate in the pinning ceremony, just come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you to the stage.
When I say I, we're going to state the name individually. Everything else will be repeated in unison. Okay? I. Having been appointed as a firefighter to the city of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the city of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Gentlemen, congratulations.
The company offices. As a shift commander, I'm sure about two things. I totally understand the concept behind the purple donkey, and nothing gets done without them. Lieutenants and captains are the driving force behind the execution of duty. The following members are being promoted to the rank of lieutenant. Corey Blaze, Tom Oakridge, Richard Denza, Bo Jakes, Eric Johnson, Dan Kirk, Nick Manganello, Dan Murray, Jerry Normandin, Greg Nunes, Jacob Springs, and Sam Walker. Family or friends participating in the pinning ceremony, just come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you up.
Please raise your right hand. After I say I, you're going to state your name individually. Everything else will be repeated in unison. Okay? I.
Eric Johnson. Nick Manganello. Dan Martin. Greg Nunes. Jacob Springs.
Okay. Having been appointed as a lieutenant for the city of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City of Attleboro, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I
Dan Murray. Rick News. Jacob Springs.
do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Gentlemen, congratulations.
The following members are being promoted to the rank of captain. Steve Brennick, John Buckley, John Caselli, Aaron Grillo, Adam Meyer, Stephen O'Sullivan, Randy Pasito, Nick Sheehan. Family and friends that are participating in the pinning ceremony, come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you up.
All right, gentlemen, please raise your right hands. After they say the word I, you're going to state your name individually, everything else we will repeat in unison. I
Stephen Brennan. Aaron Grillo. Adam Meyer. Stephen O'Sullivan.
having been appointed as captain in the City of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I,
Stephen Brennan. Aaron Grillo. Adam Meyer. Stephen O'Sullivan.
do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I,
Stephen Brennan. Adam Meyer. Stephen O'Sullivan.
do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Congratulations.
The following members will be promoted to the rank of District Chief. Gerald Brogan, Scott Godin, Timothy Infante, Michael Maitland, Mark Renka, Steven Stalakis. Family and friends that wish to participate in the pinning ceremony, come to the center stage. The honor guard will assist you to the stage.
Ready, ready? Gentlemen, please raise your hands. After I say aye, you're going to state your names individually and repeat everything else in unison. I. Having been appointed as District Chief for the City of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I, do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the federal and state constitutions and to oppose the overthrow of the federal and state governments by force, violence, or any illegal or unconstitutional means. I do solemnly swear to perform my duties so as to serve and protect my community. So help me God. Congratulations.
For our final promotee for the evening, it's my honor to invite the Honorable Mayor DeSimone to administer the oath.
All right, so I'm going to riff a little bit, but I have had the opportunity, I had sworn the deputy chief in several months ago, Chief, and I'll just repeat what I said then. I've been working as mayor for the city for almost 3 years, and before that I have done myriad things in my life. I've been in many interviews, both as a candidate and as an interviewer. And I can categorically state for the record that Deputy Chief Perkins gave the best, most professional, most insightful, most thoughtful interview I have ever been involved with. And if Deputy Chief Perkins is a symbol of the professionalism and the care and commitment of the Attleboro Fire Department, folks, we are in very, very good hands. It was absolutely mind-blowing. And I want to say that that's a testament, of course, to Dennis as an individual and a professional that he is, but also to the fire department culture that exists and that has been created by my good friend and someone whom I hold in high regard, Chief Scott LaChance. Well done, Chief. So, having said all that, it is my pleasure to invite to the stage Deputy Chief Dennis Perkins. Dennis, take a name. I
Dennis Perkins,
having been appointed as Deputy Chief for the City of Attleboro, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform the duties of that position according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the City of Attleboro, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the United States Constitution. I
Dennis Perkins,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to uphold and defend
to uphold and defend
the federal and state constitution
the federal and state constitution
and to oppose
and to oppose
the overthrow
the overthrow
of the federal and state governments
of the federal and state government
by force,
by force,
violence, or any illegal
or any illegal
or unconstitutional means.
or unconstitutional means.
I
Dennis Perkins,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to perform my duties
to perform my duties
so as to serve and protect my community.
my community.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chief Perkins, and to all the members that received the promotion.
Now, how about those kids? I don't know what happened to me when I had grandchildren, but I don't know what discipline or corrective action is anymore. Not a word from you guys. Thank you for the kind words. We're going to move on to the years of service. In February 1999, the Massachusetts Fire Service Commission announced the Massachusetts Firefighter Service Awards, created to recognize and honor the Commonwealth's firefighters for years of service. To these firefighters who have served to protect the lives and property of the citizens of the Commonwealth, we would like to say congratulations and thank you for your dedication and commitment to public safety. Receiving 20-year pins. Firefighter L.J. Aquafresca, Captain John Caselli, Firefighter Ben Chester, Firefighter Craig Lander, District Chief Mike Maitland, Firefighter Skip Pion, District Chief Stephen Stalakis, and Firefighter Austin Tapley. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. "25 years of service." Captain Steve Brennick, District Chief Jerry Brogan, District Chief Timothy Infante, Firefighter Paul Jakes, Firefighter Steve Marcotte, Firefighter Jason Mayer, Lieutenant Greg Nunes, Firefighter Dan Pouliot, Firefighter Jack Rock, Firefighter Brian Sweeney. 25 years of service. Congratulations, Danny. Right.
Good night, guys. Good night. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job.
30 years of service. Firefighter Phil DaCosta and Firefighter Greg Jolly. I do not believe that they are in attendance this evening, but it's worth mentioning their names. It's a long time to serve. 35 years of service. Russell Sanford. Distinguished service. His exceptional contributions to a department or the broader fire service community, which can include contributions to policy, safety standards, or the overall mission of the fire department. The following members are being recognized for distinguished service. Lieutenant Eric Johnson, Superintendent of Fire Alarm. Just for the record, I don't think this man ever takes a break. Lieutenant Dan Murray, the Department Training Officer. Retired District Chief Charles Moore for his contributions to EMS. Charlie Moore. Just a quick mention. There has not been another person that has contributed more to the city's EMS program than retired District Chief Moore. We thank you for everything. We are where we are today because of you. We always save the best for last. Lieutenant Corey Blaze. Corey does the public information officer. He's the guy that does our digital footprint. Does a great job. Puts us in a good light all the time. I'm not sure if he's in attendance today, but we'd also like to recognize retired Deputy Chief Timothy Birch for his contributions to EMS. I'm not sure that he's here tonight. I don't think he is. Another heavy contributor. Right now. Behind every alarm, every training, and every successful operations are two people that keep everything in motion. Their unwavering commitment to detail, organization, and professionalism is the foundation of our department's daily success. The glue that keeps it all together is probably an understatement. Our thanks and continued appreciation to Liz Black and Pam Quinn. Liz can't be in attendance tonight, but Pam, wherever you may be, come on up. You know, God bless us with this day. All right, what we've been waiting for. There's going to come a time in every firefighter's career where they're going to be asked to give more than they know that they can even possibly give. They do it. They do it all around the country. They do it in this city. It's been far too long for us to have not recognized it. The stuff that you're going to hear tonight, It's real stuff. It's not exaggerated. These things actually happened, and you get to meet the people that did them. The success of an operation has very little to do with an incident commander. Incident commanders surround themselves with excellence and they win the game, but the true heroism belongs to those who execute the order. I'm not really sure how to put this all into words, but I've been honored to be in command at several of these accounts you're about to hear. None of them are exaggerated. They happened. Some of them never made the paper. Some of them may have been silenced by time. Either way, I'll never forget, and you should never forget. You as a group have humbled me. You have earned my respect, and I hope that I have earned yours. Meritorious conduct, individual, Wilmar Street at Thayer Farm Road. While off duty, Captain Sheehan stopped to render care at a serious high-speed motor vehicle crash. Captain Sheehan witnessed a single motor vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed strike a tree. The vehicle was smoking. The vehicle was heavily damaged. The occupant suffered multi-system trauma and was in cardiac arrest. Captain Sheehan was with his family at the time of the accident. Captain Sheehan, at great risk to himself, with no protective gear, entered the heavily damaged vehicle, extricated the victim, and initiated CPR. For his actions, Captain Sheehan is recognized for his meritorious conduct. The bad part of sitting here, I was waiting for that to come and I missed it. Meritorious Conduct Group, 198 South Main Street, Ladder Company 1. At 03:37 hours, the Attleboro Fire Department received a call for a reported building fire at 198 South Main Street. Fire alarm was receiving calls for people trapped on floor number 2. Upon arrival, heavy smoke under pressure was emanating from floor number 1 and 2. An occupant was observed in the window on the second floor. The occupant was engulfed in smoke. The occupant was in peril. A second alarm was transmitted. The fire ultimately went to 3 alarms. Ladder Company 1 received and acknowledged orders to execute a rescue. Captain David Hardman, Firefighter Brian Sweeney, and retired Firefighter Calavero set in place the main ladder. Captain Hardman and Firefighter Sweeney ascended the ladder and removed the occupant from immediate danger. Captain Hardman, Firefighter Sweeney, and Firefighter Vero conducted the rescue under hostile conditions. Their actions saved the life of the occupant. For their actions, they are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Captain Hardman could not make it today, or Colin Vero. At the same incident, 198 South Main Street, I'd like to acknowledge the fire alarm operators that were working that evening. Trish Malcolmson and Kendra Uriot. Kendra is out of town today. She won't be here for the presentation. But at 3:37 hours, fire alarm operator Malcolmson and Kendra Uriot answered a 911 call from a homeowner at 198 South Main Street. The caller reported the house was on fire and that he was trapped on the second floor. Fire alarm operator Malcolmson stayed on the line with the caller, identified his location and the location of the fire. Operator Malcolmson provided instructions to the trapped occupant, kept him calm, and continued to secure critical information for responding apparatus. Fire alarm operator Uriot transmitted pre-arrival information to responding apparatus while simultaneously processing orders from arriving companies. Their efforts resulted in the immediate identification of a life safety priority and ultimate rescue of the occupant. For their actions, fire alarm operator Trish Malcolmson and Kendra Uriot are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Just a side note here, and I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna. But when Trish was on the radio that night, She kept telling me that the reporting party was on the roof. I couldn't figure it out because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Arrival changed all that, but thanks, Trish. Route 95 high-speed motor vehicle crash with entrapment. In the late afternoon of October 17th, 2018, the crews responded to Interstate 95 northbound for a report of a motor vehicle accident with entrapment. Upon arrival, a 39-year-old male was found seated inside the vehicle. The vehicle engine compartment was issuing smoke. The patient was heavily entrapped by a guardrail that had penetrated deeply into the cab of the vehicle. The patient's lower extremities were pinned by 2 large pieces of metal that had split around and underneath the patient. The web of material was crushing his lower extremities. The extrication process took 58 minutes. The process was slow, complex, and deliberate. During this process, the patient was continuously in the care of the paramedics aggressively providing interventions. The complexity of this extrication cannot be overemphasized. This was not a routine incident. The members responding to and working at this incident performed above and beyond any expectation. The coordination and leadership from the company offices was precise. Before I say any more on it, I have to add this too. I happen to be the incident commander, and I have never seen such teamwork. There was a point at 57 minutes in which I was wondering if we were ever going to get him out. But they kept at it, there was no quit, and they got him out. For their actions, the companies will be recognized for their meritorious conduct. It is worth stating that their actions meet and exceed the highest standards of value. Come forward when I say your name. District Chief Michael Maitland. Lieutenant Gregory Nunes. Firefighter Justin Jackson. Lieutenant Sam Walker. Firefighter Joshua Sproul. Captain Adam Meyer. Captain Stephen Brennick. Firefighter Ben Chester. District Chief Timothy Infante. Firefighter Donald Aspinwall. And Firefighter John DiPaolo. Congratulations.
All right, for the next award, the incident scene was 471 South Main Street, auto accident with entrapment and fire. At 02:30 hours in the morning, Engine 5, Ladder 1, Rescue 1, Rescue 2, and Battalion 1 responded to a report of an auto accident with entrapment at 471 South Main Street. Upon arrival, companies observed heavy fire and smoke coming from an overturned vehicle. The vehicle was heavily damaged and on its side. The occupant was unconscious, entrapped, and directly exposed to fire and smoke. The companies executed a coordinated rescue effort. Engine 5 initiated a quick fire attack. Ladder 1 stabilized the vehicle, deployed their Hurst extrication tools, and facilitated mechanical ventilation. Rescue 1 entered the vehicle and removed the victim. Care was transferred to Rescue 2 for transport to Rhode Island Hospital. This operation occurred under extreme conditions and tremendous stress. There is absolutely no doubt that their actions saved a civilian life. For all their actions, the members of Engine 5, Ladder 1, Rescue 1, Rescue 2, and Battalion 1 are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Will the following members please come forward to to receive your award. Lieutenant Bruce Tondro, Firefighter Russ Sanford, Firefighter Marcio Barcelos, District Chief Tim Infante, Firefighter Brian Sweeney, Firefighter Nick Walker, Firefighter Ryan Blower, Firefighter Matt Ethia, Firefighter Justin Jackson, Firefighter Cameron Eames, Firefighter Brian Dubuque, and it says District Chief here. I guess the deputy wants a demotion, but it's actually Deputy Chief Dennis Perkins. He was District Chief at the time. He was the incident commander. Please come forward.
Well done again. Well done, sir. Good job. Good job. Well done. Well done, sir. Well done.
For the same incident, we'd also like to acknowledge the fire operator on duty that evening also. Fire alarm operator Ben Skirka processed the 911 calls for 471 South Main Street. On his accord, he upgraded resources secondary to a high index of suspicion that life may be in peril. Fire alarm operator Skirka provided accurate and timely pre-arrival information that helped units prepare for what they would become a well-executed rescue effort. For his effort, he is recognized for his meritorious conduct.
Congratulations, Ben. Well done.
1300 County Street, high-speed motor vehicle crash with a police officer trapped. Crews responded to the report of a significant motor vehicle accident involving a police officer trapped. Upon arrival, Rescue 2 observed a heavily damaged police vehicle partially in the woods. Other public safety providers were attempting to tow the vehicle from the woods. Lieutenant Springs immediately stopped this action. Lieutenant Springs observed the officer's leg to be outside and under the vehicle. The extremity was grossly deformed. Lieutenant Springs prevented the dismemberment of the officer. Ladder 1 and Engine 5 executed a very difficult extrication. The occupant was removed and transported to Rhode Island Hospital. He is back on the job today. For their actions, the company involved are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Captain Dave Hardman, retired. Lieutenant Bruce Tondro, retired. Lieutenant Jacob Springs, Firefighter Brian Sweeney, Firefighter John DePaulo.
Congratulations.
41 Flora Road, a building fire with entrapment. Firefighter paramedic Craig Landa and Robert Kelly responded to 41 Flora Road for the report of a lifeline medical activation. Upon arrival, the firefighters noted heavy smoke inside of the structure and heard cries for help. The firefighters forced entry. They encountered heavy smoke conditions. They entered the structure moving towards the cries for help. They located and removed the occupant. In the face of these challenging circumstances, Firefighter Lander and Kelly demonstrated remarkable courage and professionalism. Their actions were instrumental in ensuring the safety and well-being of the resident. To present their award this evening is District Chief Mark Renka, the incident commander in charge of Florida Road. For their actions, Firefighter Lander and Kelly are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Elderberry Lane, EMS. Engine 5, Engine 1, and Rescue 1 responded to Elderberry Lane for the report of an 8-week-old infant not breathing. Firefighter Jacob Hardy was the lead paramedic. Firefighter Hardy executed the successful resuscitation of the infant. At the time of this resuscitation, Firefighter Hardy had less than 6 months as a certified paramedic. Firefighter Hardy performed, and to this day still performs, well beyond his years of experience. Lieutenant Corey Blaze and firefighter paramedics Colton Davis and Ryan Holsky, assigned to Engine 1, responded to provide additional support. They were very seasoned paramedics. Their actions directly supported the treatment plan. Firefighter Davis and Holsky continued the resuscitation effort inside the trauma room at Sturdy Memorial Hospital in a valiant effort to sustain the infant's return of spontaneous circulation. Firefighter Davis and Holsky went above and beyond, assisting hospital staff until the infant was stabilized. Lieutenant Jakes was the first arriving officer on scene. He was assigned to Engine 5. The success of this operation was driven by his excellent leadership and calm demeanor. He was driving force to the organization and deployment of the on-scene resources. For their actions, the members of Engine 5, Engine 1, and Rescue 1 are recognized for their meritorious conduct. To present this award, District Chief Stephen Stalakis, the Chief of EMS. Come on up, guys. Stay on the stage. I don't know if I missed the name or not, but this was a collaborative success. We will not leave you out. And if I didn't say it, Paul Jakes was also an instrumental part of this resuscitation. Thanks, guys. Sorry. 15 North Main Street, building fire. At approximately 2200 hours, headquarters companies were assigned to respond to a master box at 15 North Main Street. Upon arrival, Engine 1 entered the building. They encountered heavy smoke on floor number 3. The company reported conditions to command. They requested a line and began to search for occupants in the seat of the fire. The company identified the apartment of origin, entered, and executed a primary search without the protection of a hose line. The company found a disabled occupant in the apartment. They removed the occupant to a safe area and requested EMS. The occupant suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns. For their actions, the following members are recognized for their meritorious conduct. Lieutenant Jacob Springs, Firefighter Jason Mayer, and Firefighter Evan Benson. Route 95, Technical Rescue. Crews responded to Interstate 95 for the report of a motor vehicle crash. Upon arrival, the companies found a full-size motor vehicle over 30 feet below the roadway in a river. There were 2 occupants, 1 child and 1 adult. The occupants were trapped. The vehicle was 200 feet from the initial impact and at the bottom of a steep incline. The vehicle was partially submerged in water. The Bristol County Technical Rescue Team was activated but reported an extended ETA. Firefighter Jesse Lee, and now District Chief Stalakis, descended the embankment with the EMS equipment to assess the patients and render care. Firefighter Lee, Firefighter Mayer, and DC Stalakis assisted with a very difficult extrication effort. Firefighter Brian Sweeney and Firefighter Ryan Blower worked off deployed ropes and ladders and cut a path with chainsaws from the highway to the river's edge. Engine 2, Ladder 1, and the aid to Battalion 1 secured the patient inside Stokes Baskets, and carried each occupant up the embankment to awaiting EMS. For their actions, the members of Engine 2, Ladder 1, and Battalion 1 are recognized for their meritorious conduct. District Chief Stephen Stalakis, District Chief Scott Godin, Lieutenant Nick Manganello, Firefighter Jesse Lee, Firefighter Ryan Balawa, Firefighter Jason Mayer, and Firefighter Brian Sweeney. I think I may have found one of which Brian wasn't at. 147 Pine Street, a building fire with major collapse. On the morning of August 10th, 2025, crews were dispatched to 147 Pine Street for the report of a building fire. Upon arrival, the incident commander observed heavy smoke and fire showing, causing him to quickly transmit a second alarm. The incident commander deployed the companies for an aggressive interior movement. The incident commander recognized the potential for rapid fire escalation. Aide to Battalion 1 Firefighter Cavallo was assigned by District Chief Maitland to monitor at-risk portions of the building. As interior crews pushed to the scene of the fire and ladder companies commenced roof operations, Firefighter Cavallo observed structural compromise and other indicators of a potential building collapse. Firefighter Cavallo directed the roof crews to vacate their position. He alerted the incident commander, District Chief Maitland, who ordered the evacuation of the building. The building suffered catastrophic collapse seconds after removal of the last company. The actions of District Chief Maitland and his aide prevented the death or serious injuries of firefighter operating under hostile conditions. Lieutenant Blaze and Captain Grillo were also instrumental in the immediate evacuation of the building. District Chief Maitland reports Lieutenant Blaze and Captain Grillo displayed exceptional command and control over their units during the incident and the evacuation. For their actions, the following members are recognized for their meritorious conduct. District Chief Mike Maitland, Captain Aaron Grillo, Lieutenant Corey Blaze, Firefighter Rafael Cavallo.
We now welcome back Reverend Jim Tilbe to close out the night with a benediction.
First time I was here, you might not have heard me, but I'll assure you that God heard our prayers anyways. Let us pray. We humbly ask, Almighty God, that you will continue to bless us with your presence and your guidance. We ask your blessing upon each firefighter in the city of Attleboro and beyond, in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, in our nation and around the world. God of grace, watch over all who answer the call of the alarm, that they may work with diligence and honor, make them brave and determined, guide them in the darkest night or the densest smoke, to hear those who call for assistance. Keep us safe, keep us strong in body, mind, and soul, and guide us always in the paths of your peace. In your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Tilbe. Thank you again for making the trip over. We really appreciate it.
Some closing remarks. On behalf of Chief LaChance, we want to thank you all for being here tonight. To every member who stood on the stage, and to those currently on duty answering calls, we all know one thing to be true. We wouldn't be here without the love, patience, and support of our family and friends. Right now, across this great nation, firefighters are saving lives, protecting communities, and answering calls in a moment of crisis. But behind every one of those moments is a loved one who has made their own quiet sacrifice, waiting through the long night, missing the holidays, birthdays, and milestones so that we can do what we love to do. Your strength gives us strength, your support gives us purpose, and your understanding, especially during the hardest times, is what truly allows us to serve. On behalf of the nearly 100 members of the City of Attleboro Fire Department, thank you. Thank you for standing by us, for believing in us, and for allowing us to live what we truly believe is the best job in the world. Thank you.